With reports coming out that former All-Pro wide receiver Michael Thomas wants out of the New Orleans Saints, the Jacksonville Jaguars and Urban Meyer are one of the top destinations to land Michael Thomas, and I think that the Jacksonville Jaguars should not trade for Michael Thomas. Now, on the surface level, Michael Thomas headed to the Jacksonville Jaguars would be phenomenal because he's one of the best receivers in the NFL. As I said, a former All-Pro wide receiver, even though he did have some lingering ankle issues this offseason with the New Orleans Saints, which is one of the reasons him and the organization were not in contact throughout this offseason, and there was a lot of issues going on between the team. Michael Thomas also does not know who his true quarterback of the future is going to be with the New Orleans Saints. Regarding Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill, he would know that with Trevor Lawrence in a reunion with Urban Meyer, his former college coach back at Ohio State. Michael Thomas on the Jaguars would provide great veteran leadership alongside a guy like Marvin Jones Jr. Michael Thomas did break the NFL single season for most catches in a single season by any wide receiver, and Michael Thomas is also still in the midst of his prime, even at 28 years of age. But where the Jacksonville Jaguars and Jaguar fans, including myself, need to pump the brakes on trading for Michael Thomas is because the Jacksonville Jaguars, and there's been rumors that CJ Henderson's being shopped around the league, and of course, he would be involved in a trade package with Michael Thomas. But let me say this about CJ Henderson and Jags fans everywhere. If Jaguar fans are ready to kick a guy out of the franchise and organization after selecting him with the 9th overall pick in just last year's draft, after appearing in only 8 games in his rookie year, and has the potential to become an all-pro corner alongside a guy like maybe Tyson Campbell or Shaquille Griffin with the Jacksonville Jaguars organization, CJ Henderson deserves the support of the Jags organization and Jaguar fans everywhere as long as he's on the team. I understand that the guy's quiet, he doesn't chirp a lot. He's essentially the exact same opposite as Jalen Ramsey, a guy that most of us Jaguar fans despise, and CJ Henderson is clearly going through a lot, regardless if it's mental health or physical health issues, which it seems to be as if it is mental health issues. We should be supporting the guy even more. Why are we ready to give up on a guy just because we want to go and get Michael Thomas? Look, Jaguar fans are so desperate and thirsty, and they're quenching for a winning season and a winning organization because we've never had that kind of culture in Jacksonville. And Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence are the first step to that, and I even believe that they will become a dynasty. I've said that, and I will link to that video right there. But back to Jaguar fans wanting a winning organization so bad, how about the Jaguar fans just be patient? This year, we are not going to be competing for a Super Bowl, you guys, okay? This year is a developmental year to assess young talent and see what guys that we have moving forward in the future, including DJ Chark, who's on a contract here, and we can franchise tag him next year. And maybe you even pay him if he has a great year and give him a contract extension, which is probably what I would do because I assume that he's going to take that next step and become a wide receiver number 1. We do not need to give up CJ Henderson, a young potential all-pro corner on the Jags right now on a rookie deal who could have a 5th-year option that we could pick up and could potentially turn out to be one of the best draft picks in franchise history. I might be getting ahead of myself, but it's not time that we give up on a young guy like that. We should be supporting him. And if you want a top wide receiver, wait till next year. You can have that with DJ Chark, or maybe if you want to move on from DJ Chark, which I wouldn't advise doing, there's some notable 2022 free agents in the wide receiver class like Allen Robinson, Devontae Adams, who might be having a last dance up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers, Chris Godwin, who just got franchise tagged with the Super Bowl winning Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Juju Smith-Schuster, Will Fuller, the list goes on. And Allen Robinson himself, imagine that reunion story. He leaves Chicago, comes back to Jacksonville after being a Pro Bowl wide receiver with Blake Bortles back in 2015, and Allen Robinson speaks very highly of Trevor Lawrence. He even said in the pre-draft process, and I quote, "I think he's going to be an outstanding player in this league. I think it would be dope coming in to possibly play with the next NFL prodigy," regarding Trevor Lawrence. The Jaguars and Jaguar fans need to pump the brakes on giving up draft capital and young assets for a guy who's going to be taking up an enormous cap hit on the roster. He's 28 years of age, and DJ Chark is 24. CJ Henderson, I believe, is 23. Okay, the Jags need to support their guys. Let this be a developmental year where we assess young talent and see what we got moving forward with this organization. Urban Meyer does not need to pull the trigger on this. Trent Baalke doesn't either. We already have fantastic wide receivers with Marvin Jones, Laviska Shenault, DJ Chark, Jalen Camp, Colin Johnson. We do not need Michael Thomas right now, you guys. I understand the desperation, but let's pump the brake. And the last thing I'll say about CJ Henderson, really again, it is a premium to have 2 lockdown corners, potentially even 3. CJ Henderson should have our support in our backs, and even listen to Charlie Strong's comments. I'm going to play that clip for you guys right here.
Are you confident though that he wants to play this year?
Oh, he does. He wants to play, and that's the thing. When once he's going to do everything he can to get back, and we're going to do everything we can to help him get back.
Now let's get back to Michael Thomas. I do think he is an all-pro wide receiver. I think that he's still a top talent in this league. And yes, we do run a lot of slants in Duval. But I will say, though, that DJ Chark, I think, is going to be a wide receiver number 1 now that he has a real quarterback. He will be back and emerging this season now that there's even more weapons on the outside. And the Jags, even if you want to count ETN as a slot wide receiver, the Jags have weapons everywhere. The Jaguars do not need to go and trade for Michael Thomas right now. Please let me be clear about that. But that's it for this video. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know, what are your guys' thoughts on the Michael Thomas situation and him possibly arriving with the Jacksonville Jaguars? Of course, I'm opposed to it, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments below as well. And this Saturday, I will be at the Cleveland Browns Jacksonville Jaguars preseason game. I'll be out there 2.5 hours early selling Trevor Lawrence posters over by the statue on the west side of the stadium, over by the practice field. So if you guys are there and you guys want to come say, hey, what's up to me? I'm selling these for $5. I have hundreds of them and I'm trying to give them away. So make sure you guys come and stop by and say what's up as well. And make sure you guys go follow me on all my socials down below. They'll be posted there as well for you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, and turn on notifications if you guys enjoyed the content for more Jacksonville Jaguars and NBA content. I do here on YouTube. But that's it for this video. Thank you, Jags Nation. Bold City 904, baby. Peace.